And now, live from Laurel, Maryland, USA, it's snack time.
Stop. Stop it. Hey, welcome to Snackboy. I am, as always, your host, Terry, and we're coming at you live, as always, from Laurel, Maryland. Today, I have a snack to tell you that is kind of funny, kind of tragic, a little deep, and a little shallow, all at the same time. Today, I'm going to share with you the story about the time I was cast to be on America's Ever Most Wanted. That's right, America's Most Wanted. I remember it well. The auditions went great. I got the part of this police officer guy, who gets to arrest some drug dealers on the side of the road, and I catch them because they had cocaine. Then they come after me and my family. It was a pretty dramatic segment, and everything just seemed great. It was one of my first TV spots with lines and everything, so I was pretty excited. And I got to the set. And things were going great. The makeup woman was a sweetheart. She goes, "Doll, we're going to have to put you in a fake mustache. I hope you don't mind." So she super glued this fake mustache to my face, and took all the time to do it perfectly. And then we got out to the set. I started doing my lines. We're filming on the side of a highway, and the director goes, "Cut! Cut!" And I thought that maybe I, messed up a line. And he goes, "That mustache looks really, really, really fake." You see, the director was from New York, and he had that kind of New York accent. He's like, that mustache is wrong. I don't think we can work with that. Take him back to the trailer and get him another mustache. So they took me back to the trailer, and they ripped off the first one, and then they put on a new mustache, and the second mustache was even worse. And they took me back to the set, and yet again, I start doing my lines. And then yet again, just as I was really getting into it, he goes, "Cut! Cut! Oh, no, that's even worse than the first mustache. Do you have a third choice for me?" And they're like, "No, those are the only two mustaches we have for him." And he's like, "Fine, go back to the first one." So they took me back to the makeup trailer and sat me down, and they put on the first mustache yet again. And then we went back to the set, and we started doing my lines. And at this point, the left side of the mustache started to go up, just started to wrinkle up, and no amount of spirit gum could keep it down, and it really did have a mind of its own. So anyway, they said, "Forget the mustache. We're running out of time here, and the sun's going to go down. Let's just start filming." So they took all the cameras, and they got on top of a billboard on the side of the road, and they were going to film my high-speed chase, chasing the criminals from this billboard so they could get a dramatic angle, So they didn't teach me how to drive the police car. The only way the director could communicate with me was through a CB radio, which was sitting right by me in that police car. So he's going, I'm driving down this road, and they didn't stop the traffic. We're driving down this highway with traffic, and I'm chasing the bad guys. And he's like, he comes on the CB, he's like, Terry, okay, turn the siren on. Let's see some lights." I had no idea how to turn the lights or the siren on. So I was like, I picked up the CB and I was like, all right, I don't know how to turn the siren on or the lights on. And he can't hear me. It's a one-way radio. He's like, Terry, come on. Let's hear the sirens and let's see those lights. We need some lights and we need sirens, Terry. And I was like, I didn't know what to do because I couldn't communicate with him. Anyway, we finally got that figured out. And here came the worst part. I'm sitting in there with the seatbelt on, and I'm getting ready to do my big lines, and I pull up, and I'm about to jump out of the car and take my gun and yell, "Freeze!" And I'm really getting psyched up when I open the door, I hit the brakes, I jump out to yell freeze, and I forgot to undo my seatbelt, and I was dangling kind of out, half inside and half outside of this police car. Cut! Oh no, we're going to have to do it again, and we're running out of light. Here comes the worst part. The next time I jumped out of the car, I took off the seatbelt, I jumped out, and I yelled, "Freeze!" And at this point, guess what? The police car was in reverse. This is a true story. It was a real-life patrol car. It was in reverse. And when I got out of the car, it started driving backward up the side of the road at the freeway with traffic coming. So he yells, "Cut." I turn around and start chasing the police car. I'm running, running up the side, up the street. People are honking. And here comes the worst part. The police car is going toward a guardrail. And this is a true story. And it's going toward the guardrail, and I'm running. It's about driving as fast as I'm running. I get in the police car. I hit the brakes just as it runs into the guardrail. Yes, it didn't do anything but basically flake some paint off the back of the police car. And at this point, the director was very upset. So when we filmed the scene the next time, he was like, "Oh, rockin', son of a rockin', yucca, rockin'." He was so mad, he was turning different shades of red. Anyway, when you see the show aired about maybe almost a year ago. My friends threw me a little America's Most Wanted party. When we finally got the take, it was kind of sad. I was so happy that I finally did it right that my eyes started tearing up, and the actual scene on the show was kind of me, kind of half crying during my lines. I'm like, freeze!